Hi guys, so this is my new Huffy Panama Jack women's cruiser bike that you saw briefly in the first video. I did get it from Walmart. I'll put the link in the description. It was about 150 bucks. It did come with a basket and a cup holder, but for my purposes I did have to remove that. I have a little one and I want to be able to ride with her, so I did purchase this IBert safety seat from Amazon. I'll link that in the description as well. I'm just going to go ahead and show you guys how easy it was to install this seat. I did opt for the one that has the steering wheel attachment, so my daughter has something to hold on to besides the handlebars. Now, I went ahead and I took off the T-bar assembly. It did come on here. It was attached with a cotter pin. Really easy to take off. And then you put it on your handlebar here. You may have to raise up the handlebar a little bit. You need about a ½ inch to 3/4 of an inch of space on your handlebar to be able to attach the T-bar to it. The only issue that I did have with this is that the Allen key that they sent didn't fit the screws. So I did have to use, I'm not sure what size this is, I'm sorry, the size kind of rubbed off the handle here, but I did have to use my own Allen key to do that. Now you don't want to over tighten it, but you do want to make sure that both of the bolts are the same length when it's tightened, and it just needs to be lined up with the frame of your bike. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and attach the steering wheel to the seat. Let me see if I can set this camera up here. Hold on. Okay. Sorry if you guys can't see that well. Alright, so now what you have to do is you have to open up this, and you have the 3 holes that hold on the steering wheel attachment. This is the steering wheel attachment itself. Here's the actual wheel. It did come with a sticker on the back of this pad. You just you have to remove the sticker, line up the hole. What I did to make sure it was lined up, I took the 3/4 screw and I stuck it through before I put the pad on. So what you need for this is you need the 3/4 screw. It's going to go on like this, and you're going to put the washer on the back, and then you have your little nut here. You need to have a wrench. What I have here is a 3/8 wrench to hold this in place while I tighten it with a screwdriver. Hold the wrench in place. Now you want to tighten this so that the wheel still turns with a little bit of friction. Not too loose, not too tight. I'm going to go ahead and loosen that a little bit more. This is still a little bit of friction, but the wheel does still turn. Okay, and then you're going to want to attach it to the crossbar and line up your holes here. Line up the holes. Alright, then you have your screws here, and you have your wing nuts. You're going to, sorry, going to line up And you're going to have to kind of finagle this into here. This was the only difficult part about installing this seat. I'm actually going to just pin on the bottom. I'm going to hold the steering wheel attachment in place and tighten that screw. There we go. You want to go ahead and have your wing nut there lined up as well, because you will not be able to spin the wing nut itself in that space. Just gonna hold it. Just gonna hold the wing nut in here and tighten. Not over tighten, just tight enough. I'm going to go ahead and do these other two. I'm just using a small Phillips head screwdriver to put these in. This one's starting. It did come off there. Sorry guys, the little clip came off. Back on here. Sorry, a little bit of technical difficulty there. There we go. Whoops. Holes lined up again, sorry about that. Whew. Butterfingers here. So just want to get that biting a little bit, and then go ahead and grab your wing nut. Have it inside here. Sorry guys. First one down, more to go. Now the instructions for this were kind of vague, so this part I kind of had to figure out largely on my own. It's kind of a pain, but it's not too difficult to. One more, and then we'll be ready to put the seat actually onto the bike. Okay, so you can see here all three wing nuts on the screws are in here, and now it's attached. Now when I got the seat out of the box, the seat cushion was not attached. You just have to thread this bottom buckle through the hole in the seat pad and then put these three little plastic pins to the holes on the top. Super easy. Alright, so now we're ready to slide the seat onto the T-bar attachment. It just goes on with this pin here. Really easy. Go ahead and see if I can set up camera here. You see that? Yeah, there we go. Okay, so what you're going to do is you're going to slide the T-bar into this little slot in the seat right here as far forward as you can. And then you're going to line up your holes here so you can stick this pin through and just push this through that hole and you're ready to go. Alright, so there you have it, all done. IBert safety seat with steering wheel attached to the bike. Does have a little wobble on the T-bar. That's normal, nothing to be worried about. Turns with the handlebar. I love it. My daughter loves it. I highly recommend it. Like I said, I'll link the bike and the seat in the description below. Thanks for watching. Like and subscribe.